It's official. I am not cut out for full-time motherhood. And honestly, I don't think anybody really is. I think that we are not meant to be mothering in isolation inside nuclear families. But this is particularly true for people who have certain neurodivergences and chronic illnesses and disabilities. And I am currently, for the first time, experiencing an extended time away from motherhood, the longest I've ever had in my life, and I am feeling some feelings. Hi, if you don't know who I am, my name's Jessica Daylover. I am the creator of an app that helps people find, build, and sustain modern villages and chosen family. It's called Nuclear Fusion Network. But right now, I want to talk to you about an experience I'm having that is like really opening my eyes. So for Mother's Day, my gift from my husband was that he revealed he was taking the kids back east to see his family for 2 weeks, 14 days. This is the longest break I have ever received from mothering in the last 7.5 years since I've had my first, and particularly since I had my second, which almost killed me. My husband and I have some wonderful friends, but we don't have village in the sense that there are other people around who help relieve the burden of nuclear family parenting. Now, to be clear, we have people that absolutely would do that if they lived closer or if everyone wasn't fully in survival of their own lives right now. But to be perfectly honest, it is me and my husband on at all times. Not only have I never received a break from parenting this long and extended, the longest was 10 days, but I was working at an electronic music festival, fighting for my life in the forest with humidity and loud, invasive music, which made me want to. Anyway, I have never experienced extended time away where I then wasn't also pouring everything I had into something else, nor have I been in my home, which autistically is my safe, grounded space. So I'm currently on day 4 of a 14-day break, and things are happening. And I want to explain to you why the experience that I'm having right now of time to myself is greater than just the sum of its parts. Because as a neurodivergent, specifically autistic ADHD person with demand avoidance, I struggle to manage my time in a way that works for me. This free time has allowed me to go with the ebbs and flows of how my system naturally wants to be. I find myself the most productive and hyper-focused on work at the end of the evening, which when you're a parent with very little help from the outside world, that is when you are the most on. Evenings with my children are actually the most difficult time of parenting for me because that is when my chronic illness is really like super flared up and drained and I'm like clinging on for dear life, but that's when my kids want to go out and do things and not be bored and have their time filled, and I am like, I can't even get off of this couch right now. So anyway, let me tell you about what happened. On the first night, I slept for 12 hours. My nervous system was like, girl, you don't need to worry about anything else right now other than sleep. On day 2, I just recovered. I actually was not productive at all. I had plans to be productive, and my body was like, let's watch TV. Let's get stoned. I had to give up smoking weed because weed makes me really, really tired. I have moments of when it's peaking of being like really creative, and that's when I come up with a million ideas and I plan out my life. But then on the come down, I cannot move. I am so tired. I want to go to bed, and I definitely can't mother. So cannabis is something that I've had to give up in this phase of my life. And so to be able to smoke weed on day 2 and watch TV, I love TV. I never get to watch TV except for 1 hour at the end of the night, and it was so glorious. Then on day 3, the strangest thing happened. My self-care went from not even on the back burner. That shit wasn't even on the stove. My self-care went to the front because I wasn't taking care of 2 other very complex needs people. I was able to make a food plan for myself that actually is in alignment with how I'm supposed to be eating in order to not create massive inflammation and fatigue in myself. I haven't executed it yet, but the plan is there. Today, I broke my non-movement and non-gym streak of, you don't want to know, it's been a really long time. And I went and swam laps for 45 minutes. I feel amazing. I also slept in and then went to a coffee shop and read a book for an hour before I went to the gym. And then instead of dreading how I just used all that time for myself and how I'm going to have to pay the price on the other end of that, I came home and made a shake and then dicked around. And now I'm in my office making content at 5 p.m. on a Saturday because that's what I want to do. Being a mom with ADHD is really, really hard because I spend a lot of my time spiraling about what I should be doing, and then that results in me doing nothing. And so when I say that my time is greater than the sum of its parts, it's like I have been given 14 days, but I have been given so much more than that because my executive dysfunction and my demand avoidance isn't activated. And so I'm actually more productive than I would be in less amount of time, if that makes sense. I hear from a lot of parents who go from full-time parenting into partial custody, usually due to separation or divorce or something like that, which is really sad, that it gives them so much of their time back. And yes, they miss their children, but isn't it beautiful to miss our children? And I'm not saying I want partial custody. What I'm saying is I want a village. Because the presence of a village results in what feels like part-time parenting, because you don't have to put yourself on the back burner or even get yourself off the stove. You don't have to remove yourself, especially as a mother, from being somebody that you take care of, because the village is there to share the burden of it all, not just caring for your kids, but caring for each other. It's not just parents that need a village. It's everybody. And just so you know, Nuclear Fusion app is not just for parents or people with kids. It's for everybody because the village needs everybody. Specifically, we designed our network for queer people, disabled people, and parents, specifically ones who are in alignment with our values, which you can find on our website at nuclearfusionapp.com. Anyway, as I head into evening 4, I think I'm going to work a little bit, and then I think I'm going to wake my other partner up. Yes, I have another partner. He's still home with me, and I want him to take me to dinner because I did my hair and makeup, and I look cute, and I want to go out to dinner on a whim. And then I want to come home and probably fool around, and then I want to watch TV in my bed until I fall asleep.